What's up, Taiwan? I'm Ethan Liu with 10 minutes of news from here in Taiwan and around the world. Taiwan's cabinet has approved an amendment to protect the country's ocean and marine environments. The amendment proposed by the Ocean Affairs Council will increase fines to over $3 million on activities that cause marine pollution, including oil spills, illegal waste dumping, or pollution incidents caused by construction projects. The amendment also allows for the collection of marine pollution prevention fees, which would go to an ocean conservation fund. The draft law also encourages people to report any illegal activity they know about. The bill will still need to be reviewed by the legislature. Hundreds of people gathered in southern Taiwan's Pingtung County to protest their water being diverted to a neighboring city. This comes as Taiwan's southern region has been battling the country's worst drought in over 70 years. Joyce Zhen has this update.
Let farmers have our water lifeline. That was the message from these protesters in southern Taiwan. Hundreds of demonstrators gathered in Pingtung County on Thursday. This comes after drilling began in Pingtung, authorized by the country's Water Resources Agency. The intention is to dig out 28 water wells here to try and help curb the worst drought Taiwan has seen in over half a century. But the agency has planned for the water from these wells to flow out of the county and instead go to support its neighboring city, Kaohsiung. It's a move which has angered locals.
接洽南水局，现在先停工，做好地方的沟通，做好地方的说明之后，我们再视情况来动工复工。
Access to water here has been competitive in recent weeks as the region battles a severe water crisis. No typhoons have made it to the island in 3 consecutive years. It's a harsh abnormality as the country has long relied on this rainfall to store water. Numerous reservoirs around Taiwan remain significantly below normal water levels. Even the country's most famous waterway, Sun Moon Lake, is at almost half of its usual capacity. Last Friday, more than 20 visitors were stranded in the middle of the lake when their charter boat ran aground. Since early February, several southern cities have resorted to water rationing measures, including Kaohsiung. Supermarkets there have even set up specific zones for drought support, including buckets, jugs, and bottled water for storage.
按下再严重的话，你会
多买几箱回家放，不然怕家里没有水喝。
那我们这样子整个的销量的话，不论是桶装水或者是水桶，大概是平均成长到1到2成左右。
There has been some recent rainfall brought on by seasonal winds, but it's not been enough to ease the water shortage. On Tuesday, Kaohsiung saw about 5 minutes of rain, making little impact. Taiwan is expecting some showers in April as part of its monsoon season, but given the prolonged severity of the drought, it's likely to take more than that to bring back the May flowers. Damon Lin and Joyce Zhen for TaiwanPlus.
African ibises are threatening local wildlife. They were introduced to Taiwan when 6 birds escaped from the safari park. Our reporter Cindy Chi has more.
That was the end of this African sacred ibis. There's a nationwide effort to cull the invasive species that started in 2019. These birds are native to Africa. They were first introduced to Taiwan in 1979 by the Liufu Village theme park. But 6 of them escaped and began to breed freely in the wild. The birds are extremely adaptive and have no natural predators in the country. Their growing numbers are driving out local wildlife and threatening native birds. To save the indigenous ecology, the country set up a team of hunters to eradicate the species. They had some initial success, but tracking down the birds has become challenging, as the remaining ones seem to be getting more vigilant. According to agriculture officials, 18,000 of these birds have been removed from the wild since 2019. But to completely rid Taiwan of the invasive species, more needs to be done.
因为数量不多，所以要发现它也变得比较困难。那变得比较困难的时候，这个就需要各个民众来帮我们一把，就是大家全民一起来努力。
There are still hundreds of African sacred ibises left in the wild in Taiwan. The government is asking people to report sightings of the birds to the government through social media. They're hoping the public's cooperation will help eradicate the invasive species once and for all. Alex Chen and Sandy Chi for TaiwanPlus.
3 artifacts from Taiwan's National Palace Museum that were badly damaged in accidents are on display once more after undergoing intensive repairs. The restored pieces were found to have been broken between 2021 and 2022. Altogether, the 3 artifacts have an estimated value of around $6.2 million. They will feature now in an exhibit of the museum's restoration and conservation work. News of the damage caused the political storm last year, with accusations the museum tried to cover up the breakages. The National Palace Museum houses around 700,000 artifacts, many shipped to Taiwan from China during the Chinese Civil War. Renowned Japanese artist Yoshitomo Nara has begun a 19-day residency in southern Taiwan's Kaohsiung city. Nara is known for his abstract, cartoonish portraits of children. The artist's stay kicks off a 10-year traveling exhibition of his 2021 painting, Hazy Humid Day, which was inspired by Taiwan. The event opened at Kaohsiung's Neiwei Arts Center, where Nara will be doing his residency. Nara's works have toured the world, and over 100 have been permanently acquired by top museums in New York and Los Angeles. This is the first time the painter has taken up residency outside of Japan. A champion wheelchair dancer has taken her routines back to her old elementary school. It was when she was a student there that she lost her legs in an accident. Now a celebrated artist, she's using her story and her moves to inspire young people. Zhang Ventress reports.
A warm round of applause for acclaimed wheelchair dancer He Xinru. She's back in her hometown of northern Taiwan's Hsinchu County and is performing at her old school, Shanqi Elementary. It's here, decades before, that her life changed forever. At the age of 9, while walking home from school, an oncoming train at a railroad crossing knocked her down and dragged her underneath. She had just won the 100-meter dash at school, but lost both her legs in the accident. Years of bullying and depression followed. Now 54, He reflects on her decision to come back.
失去双腿之后，很落寞的离开了学校，然后就再也没有勇气回来了。然后几十年之后，我竟然就是有机会来跟学妹分享。
As an adult, things began to change for He. She took up outdoor activities and eventually discovered wheelchair dance. In 2004, 1 year after taking up dance, she represented Taiwan in the World Wheelchair Dance Competition. She and her partner took 4th place in their category, a record for Asian dancers at the time. Now, He and her husband Zhou Fan, who also uses a wheelchair, run the 3.2 wheelchair dance troupe. With their son, they tour Taiwan, dancing and giving motivational talks.
我们走访乡镇，不断地让孩子们看到说，无腿的我都能够坚持不放弃就实现梦想的话，那么你们的条件比我们好太多，你们一定会比我做得更好。
在没有双脚的坐在轮椅情况底下，也是可以去完成这些动作哈，这些挑战这样子。
The troupe aims to show ways people in wheelchairs can overcome their disabilities and not let any physical handicaps restrict or define their lives.
包含潜水啊，包含跳舞，这些呢，可能在一般人眼中都是一些非常困难的事情，但是他们真的做到了。
Now on the road, the group are continuing their journey, working to bring art and inspiration wherever they go. Patrick Chen and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.
Northern Taiwan has gone a bit greener after the Yilan Green Expo 2023 opened to the public. The event is now in its 23rd year and aims to continue its goal of helping visitors gain a greater awareness of green living and the environment. The expo puts the spotlight on the importance of conservation and eco-friendly agriculture. There are a total of 16 exhibition areas, each linked to a UN Sustainability Development Goal. Visitors are able to try out games and puzzles to learn about sustainable development. The expo will last until the middle of May. Thank you for watching What's Up Taiwan. Remember to download the TaiwanPlus app for more stories from Taiwan and around the world. Finally, we leave you with images of garden eels at the National Museum of Marine and Technology in Taiwan. I'm Ethan Liu. Take care, and I'll see you next time.